books can be inspirational in some way.
Yep, author and English professor Carole Barrowman is back with 4 memoirs and a new novel to help you tackle the new year with passion, tenacity, and joy. That's a heavy list to take on.
It is a heavy list to take on. So just to ease us into it, I brought my favorite. I'm going to let you hold this up because you always do better.
Okay.
Kevin bought me this. My husband bought me this for my Christmas, and it's because I don't really do bucket lists, and you'll see it says my bucket list.
I like that.
Champagne and ice.
Perfect. That's all you need in life.
Right?
That is it.
That's
done.
it. Right.
I like that.
That's my perfect.
Keep it simple.
Keep it simple.
I like
yes.
that. I like that.
I've been looking forward to you coming and sharing these for a while because I think these are all like motivational, inspirational reads.
Yes, and you viewers who have watched me over the years know that I'm not big on self-help books,
Right.
but I really like to be inspired, and I think you can learn a lot from books, and so all of these are memoirs. In other words, the inspiration comes from watching somebody on the pages live their life and make choices. And for me, that I find that more inspirational than, say, lists of things that you should or shouldn't do to live a better life, that kind of thing.
I think that's fascinating. I had to look up memoir because I thought I had a good understanding of what it was. I've always thought it was sort of like a collection of memories that you share, you know, thus the word. But it is a biography. It's a personal reflection, and it can be, you know, historical, I guess, the way that you think of it in nature. But
and a memoir can be just an excerpt of a person's life, and usually an autobiography covers their whole life. But memoirs is really, the term has changed now, and it's much more looking at a person's life, and usually they're writing it so that they can learn something as the writer, or we can learn something as the reader. And I think, you know, for me, that's what makes them more inspiring.
The first one is The Upside, a memoir by, is it Abdel Sellou?
Sellou, yes, yes. And this is a film, just came out right now. And I read this, did not realize they were making a film out of it. And there's a clip for us with
I've seen the previews
Bryan
for this.
Cranston and Kevin Hart. And the thing I loved about this book, and as always, read the book before you go see the movie. Right? The thing that I really liked about this book is that it has a good sense of humor, and it's and a lot of heart. Kevin Hart. Get it? Yeah, good.
Cool.
Good. So, I really enjoyed this. I think there's nothing maudlin about this book because the two characters really learn something by the partnership and the friendship they develop, and we learn something about tenacity. That's why I put tenacity.
There you go. So
I like
this is the one.
Yes,
the next one, Poetry Will Save Your Life. And this is by Jill.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Bialosky? I'm not sure how to say.
Bialosky, yes. I'm always trying to get more people to read poetry. I think readers, like general readers, not English majors, get a little scared of poetry.
Yeah, and I get that. I think it can be hard to read. Do you suggest that people read poetry they like?
Yes, and I think what makes poetry hard is that it's often very metaphorical, and that forces us to have to think a little more.
I love poetry.
Yeah, I think, and this book is fabulous because it's a autobiography or a memoir, and she organizes all the things that she's learned in life around poems. So there's 51 poems in here, and then a little bit of her memoir and how the poem inspired her and how it helped change her life. So you get two great things from this book. You get a nice memoir, but you get introduced to maybe 51 poems you've never heard of, and they're all very accessible poems.
Oh, that's cool.
I really enjoyed that book. Yes.
Okay. I like it. Girl, wash your face.
This one came out last year.
Girl,
I have several people watching, reading this right now.
Yeah, are they enjoying it too?
They are enjoying it, yes.
Are they all men? I'm just kidding.
Boy, shave. Right, boy, shave. This is really a great book because it's the epitome of this idea that through your life you can share and be inspired. And this is about having confidence in yourself, not letting the judges and the critics bring you down. It's a great book. It came out last year, I think, maybe the year before, but it's out in paperback now. Right. And I think when a book comes out in paperback, more people
grab it. It's kind of everywhere. It's right on the shelves.
Yeah. It's a great read. I highly recommend it.
This one too, not brand new. A lot of people know about it though. A Year of Yes.
Yes, and it's also out in paperback. And I reread this because of Shonda Rhimes just signed a really big deal with, I think it was Netflix, I'm not sure. But anyway, She is really inspiring, and because there's all these lists of things about what you shouldn't do and don't do this and don't do that, I just love the title of this as well as her advice. Say yes, and it's about taking risks. If I can pare it down to one thing, it's about taking risks. And of course, she's got a great sense of humor and snark.
Yes.
And it's perfect.
She's a writer-producer for Grey's
phenomenal.
Scandal, lots of other TV shows, which is cool.
Amazing.
Now, the one novel on your list is The Au Pair, and this is by Emma Rous.
Yes, and so I'm going to tell you a little trigger about this book. The mother dies after she gives birth to twins. This is sort of right at the beginning of the book. And the daughter later in life discovers a picture of her mother holding a baby, and the baby isn't one of the twins. And so it's very much a psychological suspense book, but it's really about identity and who we are and what we know about our family and who we should trust and what we can see in others that we might not see in ourselves and vice versa. It's a really good book, and
You're giving it away.
I know, sorry. No, just
no. You're actually giving it away.
I am giving it away. Thank you.
Not giving away the plot. You're actually giving it away. So call us right now at 414-799-4444 because caller number 7 is going to get this book, The Au Pair.
So